Hey guys, welcome back to this week's video where I'm going to start talking to you guys about the 3 rules of money. And this can apply to any type of investing or even savings, whether that be real estate, it be stocks, mutual funds, 401ks, Roths, whatever. Let's start talking about the 3 rules of money.
Am I awake or am I dreaming?
So this is probably going to be a mini series that I create. As always, drop a note in the comments if you have any particular questions. Now, if you would like to hop on a one-on-one meeting, Zoom, phone call with me, I'm happy to do so. And we can talk more in depth about your particular situation. So please don't take this as a recommendation, a blanket recommendation, right? Because everyone's situation, everyone's priorities and, stage in life is different. So guys, I call myself Money May. Now I do, at least, right? Because I love empowering people, learning more about how to accumulate wealth, how to grow your financial freedom, and obviously your passive income, which is a piece of that. So I love traveling, and who doesn't love to make some passive income so that we can start doing the things that we love to do more, whether that's hanging out with your family, maybe building a business, like in my case, traveling around the world, what have you. Let's talk about that. So I'm going to dive right into the 3 rules of money. And as I said, I'll probably break this up into a mini series. So let's talk about the first rule of money, but let's talk about compound interest. Now, maybe you guys know what compound interest is. Maybe you don't. Here is basically the fundamentals of it. Okay. So those who know about compound interest can earn it. Those who do not will typically pay it, right? Where in debts, typically, credit cards, car loans, mortgage payments, anything that you pay interest in, really. In the same vein, though, it can work in your favor as an investment, right? And in those cases, we call it a rate of return. Okay, so let's talk about the effect of compounding interest, right? And well, I was about to make another comment. Okay, just like anything in life, whether that's going to the gym or whatever, whatever you do over time can add up, right? In this case, we're going to talk about finances. So let me introduce you guys to a very simple formula. It's called the Rule of 72. Now, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. If you have, good on you, because most people have not. Albert Einstein was actually the person who discovered this formula. And as you can see on my screen share, what it calculates is a number of years it would take you to double your money. So this is critical when thinking about investing and growing your money, right? Because guys, if you've looked at your checkings or your savings account recently, you're lucky to see 0.5% rate of return. If you use this formula, 72 divided by 0.5, you guys, what do you get? Yeah, plug it into your calculator. 144 years to double your money. Last I checked, we don't live that long, at least not right now. Maybe in 20 years, if you're watching this video, you'll be like, no, we live that long. But right now we do not. And anyways, we don't want to wait that long to double our money, right, guys? So let's pretend for a moment, humor me. You just got 10K. You came upon some money, maybe you're an entrepreneur and you're closing deals, right? Or whatever, for whatever reason, you got $10,000, maybe even sitting in your bank account right now, and you're looking for a high yield investment, right? So let's pretend you had $10,000 to invest and you're considering your options, right? Let's start with option number 1, where you're looking at an investment opportunity that promises you a rate of return of 4%. Now, definitely that's better than the 0.5 in the example from before, right? But if we use this formula, we calculate, guys, it would take you 18 years to double your money, much better than 144 years, right? So starting from today, as you can see in this example, you started today with $10,000. After 18 years, you have $20,000. And after 36 years, you guys, $40,000, right? Not bad. But obviously, if you could grow your money faster, why wouldn't you, right? So we know intellectually 8% rate of return is going to be higher than 4%, right? And if we do the math, 72 divided by 8, we actually get 9 years to double your money. Much better, right? Today, you're starting with 10K, right? $10,000. In 9 years, you have 20K. In 18 years, you have 40,000. And in 27 years, you have 80,000. And in 36 years, you guys, you have $160,000. It's pretty obvious which one I would choose, and I'm sure you would choose the same, right? And so that right away, we can see the importance of compound interest. But guys, what if you could have a higher rate of return? Let's look at that. Boom, 12%. Your money would double every 6 years, you guys. That's pretty powerful, right? So again, taking a look at this example, today you're starting with $10,000. After 6 years, you have 20,000. After 12 years, you have 40,000. 18, you've got 80 grand. 24 years, 160 grand. 30 years, you got 320 grand. And then after 36 years, you got 640K. Obviously, which we know which one that I would choose, right? And so guys, what I want to illustrate in this really simple, basic example is that the difference between $10,000 at 4% versus a 12% rate of return is $600,000. Now, as of the recording of this video, you can still buy a house in most places for that amount of cash, right? Even in Miami, maybe in Seattle, you can find something on a little smaller side as of the recording of this video, right? But clearly, right, that's just the power of compound interest. So I wanted to start you off with the first rule of money. And then next week, let's talk about the second rule of money, which will be taxes, right? All right, stay tuned. And as always, drop a note in the comments, hit that like button, and thanks so much for stopping by this week's video, and I'll see you guys soon.
You're like a circle that floats around.